Previously on True Business Review. Is Pittsburgh going to win? Yes. Is Cleveland going to have a good game? I don't know. They could, or honestly, I'm pointing towards Cleveland having a really, really bad game. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back with another. Today, we are doing the divisional round predictions. As you all know, I'm a Steelers fan, and it hurt really bad. First play of the game against the Browns was a touchdown. That was just heartbreaking, and truly deep down it hurt. But you gotta move on. The Steelers do the one thing that I want them to do. They fire their offensive coordinator, Mr. Randy. And this team is going to have a better future. Maybe one more season for, a Super Bowl run before Ben retires. But besides that, we got to get into these predictions. And honestly, am I going to count Cleveland out of this one? We're just going to see what happens. Might as well just, I'm going to save that game for last, actually. So let's start with the Bills-Ravens. This is one of my favorite matchups of the week. I predicted the Ravens and the Bills to both win, but I said I wanted the Steelers, and I predicted them to win, so I didn't think this was going to be a game, but it is. This game is very interesting. Both these teams are pretty good. They're really good offensive teams. They can score whenever they feel like it sometimes. Josh Allen and the offense, they almost lost to the Colts, and I said in my prediction video about that game, if the Colts take time off the clock and Darius Leonard has a good game getting sacks, the Colts could win. That's exactly what happened, but they fell short. I also said the Ravens were going to win just because, the Titans defense is just garbage, but the Ravens defense eliminated Derrick Henry, something I didn't expect to happen, and now these two teams are playing each other. This game is going to be pretty good. It's in Buffalo, and honestly, either team could win. The thing about the Ravens defense is that it's very good at limiting the run. It was really good against Derrick Henry. It hasn't been that good the whole season, but it's been really good against, Derrick Henry. Against the last couple of games they've been playing, it's been decent. But unfortunately, the Bills do not run the ball. They throw the ball. So that is, off the bat, something unfortunate for Ravens fans to obviously know. The Titans also, they have a real explosive offense, and they couldn't really pass the ball, mostly because Corey Davis was out. But I expect a completely different outcome this game. I believe the Bills' offense is going to play a pretty solid game. It's going to score 20 to 30 points, but honestly, so is the Ravens. So it's really going to come down to which team gets, the last scoring drive, the last field goal to get the lead. And it could be either team. Both these teams have the opportunity to win this game. Honestly, I'm not confident with my prediction. Honestly, I think it's 50-50. This is going to be the closest game of the week. And I got the Ravens upsetting the Bills in Buffalo by 3 points. The Ravens, I hate the Ravens straight up. And I think they're going on a revenge tour. And they're going to be advancing to the AFC Championship game, hoping the Cleveland Browns win, so they would be hosting the AFC Championship with a 5th seed. So I got the Ravens winning that game. Let's go to the other game. Number 2 seed versus 5 seed, Saints versus Buccaneers. This is the only divisional game of the week. Both these teams have played each other twice this season, and the Saints have gotten the upper hand both times. They played each other week 1. I wouldn't say the Buccaneers were established, and the Saints won. And then they played each other again, I believe 9 weeks later, and the Saints just absolutely destroyed the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers couldn't score points. It's going to be a completely different game. The Buccaneers offense has been getting better and better, and with Antonio Brown playing like he has been in the past, this offense is seemingly unstoppable, but so is the Saints offense. Honestly, it wasn't playing that well against the Bears. They could have choked that game very hard, but they didn't. Because the Saints defense stayed in place, it had a really solid performance. The Saints offense, it's going to play good in this game just because the Buccaneers defense is not, it's not relatively the best. They gave up over 20 points against Washington football team's offense. They had like a third-string quarterback in. So I'm expecting, the Buccaneers to give up a decent amount of points. I'm expecting the Saints to give up, maybe 20 points. By the end of this game, I believe history is going to repeat itself, and the Saints are going to come off on top just because their defense is better. The offenses are pretty much equal. They have the same amount of, explosive power. So honestly, which team's better on defense? The Saints. Saints are winning this game. Next, we have a pretty interesting game. A game that I didn't expect to happen, but it is happening. We have the Packers versus the Rams. This game is very interesting to me because the Rams defense is the best in the league. And it's playing literally the number one offense in the league. We have the most explosive offense with Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, Aaron Jones. They have the most touchdown and receiving touchdowns on the season. They're literally ranked number one in offense above the Chiefs. And on the other hand, we have the Rams defense. It's not number one in most categories because the Pittsburgh Steelers have most of those. But the Rams are number one in scoring defense. Their corners, Jalen Ramsey, of course, Aaron Donald. It's really scary. Their defense is very scary. So you might have noticed Aaron Donald had an injury against the Seahawks. He hurt his rib. But they are saying he is good to go in this game. Today's Thursday. And this game is on Saturday or Sunday. Good to go. I think he's going to play another decent game, a solid performance. The dude had like 3 sacks or 2 sacks against Russell Wilson. The Rams absolutely destroyed. So I believe their defense is going to hold up once again. But the Rams offense, that is the question. Will it have enough efficiency to score points to match the Packers' seemingly unstoppable offense? The answer is maybe. Why? The Rams, they played inconsistent the entire season. And the key factor for this Rams offense is one player. One player named Cam Akers. If Cam Akers has a good game rushing the football, even receiving some passes, this offense scores a lot of points. And if they score points against, a bad team, they automatically win because their defense is good. But they need to score points this week specifically, and most importantly, because the Packers offense is number one. And I don't know if the Rams defense is, good enough to contain, but I do believe their defense is going to have a solid game. So we got to talk about how many points are the Packers going to score. So like I said, the Rams corners, Davante Adams is going to have a hard game against Jalen Ramsey, of course. And Aaron Rodgers, he might get sacked a couple of times because the Rams defensive line is very explosive. So how many points are the Packers going to score? I'm projecting around 24 points. For the Rams defense, I would call that a success just because their offense is very, very explosive. And 24 points is actually one of the lower amounts the Packers have scored this season. So it really comes down to, are the Rams good enough to score 24 or more points? And the answer is maybe. Like I said, it's a 50-50 maybe because the Rams are inconsistent, like I said. And the deciding factor is Cam Akers and Cooper Kupp. Unfortunately, Cooper Kupp is questionable to play in this game. They said he was good after that injury against the Seahawks, but recent reports 2 hours ago, he's questionable to play. If he misses this game, that's a big loss for Jared Goff. So realistically, is Cam Akers going to have, a monster game carry again? Honestly, I don't think so, which is why I think the Packers are going to win this game. The Rams offense is not going to outcompete, and the Rams are going to lose to the Packers. So that is the number 1 seed versus 6 seed. And once again, we have another 1 seed versus 6 seed game. We have the Chiefs against the Browns. I got to stop counting out the Browns. Honestly, dude, I hate the Browns straight up. And every time I make a prediction on them, I'm always wrong. I use that bias against them, and it kicks me. Honestly, Steelers could have easily won that game. Their first quarter was embarrassing. And if the first snap of the game was a touchdown, a really bad snap, that didn't happen, would have been a completely different game. And Cleveland easily could have lost. And I'm sticking with that. Cleveland is not good enough to beat the Chiefs. Cleveland's defense, it can turn the ball over. I doubt it 100% because they're playing Mahomes. Mahomes doesn't throw picks. Honestly, I'm looking at the Chiefs winning this game like 33-20. Browns, they're going to score points. Obviously, Nick Chubb is a monster. Baker Mayfield's playing better. than he has ever before. And they can score points easily like they did against the Steelers on their affected turnovers. Are the Browns going to turn the ball over in this game? No, because they're playing Patrick Mahomes, a dude who only threw picks against the Raiders and the Dolphins, I believe. That's two teams. It's not going to happen in this game. And I got the Chiefs winning this home game by 13 or 14 points. Now, when I'm making my AFC prediction video on the Ravens and the Browns, and then you comment down below, oh, you're wrong again, You're right, I probably am wrong. The Browns are probably going to win this game just because I said they aren't. And the Ravens, they're probably going to win just because they're the Ravens. Honestly, I'm not surprised if the Browns win, but it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are unstoppable. Give me the Chiefs winning this game 14. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.